In the last video, we looked at listening to what your body has got to say to you, as well as avoiding some of the foods that are causing you problems. We looked at how to keep a food diary to help you see which foods are causing those problems, and how quitting drinking can actually cause your body to react in unusual ways to the food you're eating, especially in the immediate post-alcohol phase. In this video, I'm going to talk about avoiding the stress of having to think about nutrition by prepping some of your meals in advance and keeping them as emergency rations. We all have those days when we just don't feel like cooking. Maybe you've had a hard day with the kids or at work, you've just received a hefty bill in the post, or you've just had some bad news that you'd rather forget about. The end result is always going to be the same. You can't be bothered with all that prepping and cooking. You just don't want to even look at the kitchen, never mind to use it. These are danger times for maintaining your levels of good nutrition. Shopping at these times can be like negotiating your way through an emotional minefield, where it can be all too easy to fill your basket with all those tempting comfort foods that crowd for your attention across the shelves. They hold the promise of instant gratification, taking only minutes to eat, or can be eaten straight from the packet. To get through these stressed out moments while still maintaining good nutrition, it's a good idea to have some healthy emergency meals on hand. So what should you do? Number one, when you are preparing a meal under normal, non-stressed conditions, cook a little extra and set aside a portion or two for freezing. Then, when you're feeling a bit lazy or a bit tired, you have some convenient meals just waiting for you. All you have to do is take them out of the freezer, warm them in the microwave and eat. No hassle. Number two, have your breakfast for dinner. And breakfast is not the only time you can eat scrambled eggs on toast, for instance. Breakfast meals tend to be some of the easiest to prepare. Who needs complications first thing in the morning, right? Sometimes, if I'm feeling tired, I'll make a large bowl of porridge, honey and bananas. It's dead simple to throw together. It fills me up and I'm still getting a bucket load of nutrition. This is my default healthy comfort food for when I'm feeling knackered in the evenings. Number three, make a slow cooker meal. Slow cooking is one of the easiest methods of cooking, particularly if you just use the ingredients that you have on hand. You can prepare your meal the night before, turn on the slow cooker the next morning before you start out for your day, and you'll have a perfectly prepared and cooked healthy meal waiting for you that evening when you come home. All that's left for you to do is to serve and enjoy. Number four, sometimes it's the idea of prepping all those ingredients for the meal that actually puts you off. If you're tired, take a seat while you prep. Bring a tall stool to your counter while you chop up your ingredients, or alternatively, take the ingredients to your dining table and prep them all there. Number five, skip the cooking and get a takeout. Another great way of beating your lack of enthusiasm for the kitchen is to pick up your phone and order a takeout from your favorite takeaway restaurant. Takeout food should be the exception rather than the rule, but there's no real reason not to indulge yourself every so often. Now, to get the best of nutrition from your takeout meal, only order what looks like it's real food. So avoid burgers, chicken nuggets, and all that other processed junk. If you can't name the meat, presume the worst and don't buy. Choose something else. Remember that fast food generally contains high percentages of sugar, salt, and the wrong types of fat. Now, you're paying for the food, so don't be afraid to ask for it to be cooked to your liking. Number six, mix the good with the not so good. You can cut the salt, sugar, or fat content of any product through dilution. For instance, reduce the overall salt in a tin of soup by throwing in a cup or two of frozen vegetables into the same pot. This is going to dilute the salt percentage in each serving. For an instant salad that's not too heavy on the fat, take a tub of coleslaw and mix it with a large bowl of fresh salad ingredients. In this video, we looked at how to avoid bad nutrition when you're just having a bad day, you're in a bad mood, by having some emergency foods on hand. We also looked at some of the ways of cutting down on stress at meal times with advanced preparation, making food prep a little bit easier, and ordering in some fast food as a last resort. In the next few sections, I'm going to be talking about some of the specific types of foods you should be avoiding to reduce your stress levels and increase your relaxation.